This video is designed to help men and women have better quality relationships. This is the disclaimer. I might offend you with some of the truth bombs in this video, but my goal is to help you, whether you're a guy or a girl, whatever your genders you're into, okay? So the number one rule with guys, the mistake they make is they take a woman's moods too seriously, all right? Women go up, the feminine, okay? It could be a feminine bro as well. The feminine is like the weather, up and down, hot 1 minute, dry the next, dripping dry. Yes, no, yes, maybe, no, I don't know, sure, let's go, no, I don't like that. Just chaos, utter chaos. And the masculine at the start is like, what the fuck is this? You know, what's this? I want clarity, direction, let's do this now, this time, boom, boom, boom. Certainty, okay? Let's do it. But a lot of guys just can't handle that feminine vibe, and they end up with the bros in the sauna. And hey, if you're into that, there's nothing wrong with that. So many guys are going gay now. So many. Driven to homosexuality, which is fine. For you consenting adults, do what you want. No worries there. So many men are driven to that because they just can't handle the cold, hard rejection of the average woman today. And it is the dating apps, man. They create such delusion in women, unfortunately. And ultimately, women suffer. All right, this is the dichotomy, whatever you want to call it. This is the situation. I'm a man. I'm approaching 50. My body count is stupidly high. Why is that? Because I have utter confidence, but also status, fame, money, etc. And I live in Australia, and it's just, I've traveled the world, and I love women, so I'm not afraid to pursue what I want. And if you see my girlfriends over the years, you understand guys like me who keep high value women in their life, we always have high body counts. That's just how it is. Women like that are attracted to guys like me who can provide, who have the experience, who know what we want, and we go out and we grab it. That confidence trumps looks most of the time. Looks gets you in the door, guys. There's so many guys put effort into looks, but their confidence is shit. So as soon as they open their mouth, the girl's like going from hot to like, oh, not, because he says the wrong things. So that's the thing, guys. Confidence in who you are, or what you want in life, and going for it, that matters way more than aesthetics. Now, you can't be a stinky bro, you know? That's important. It smells sort of fresh. Do your best you can. But in terms of so many guys like, oh, I'm not 6 foot, or I'm not 4% body fat, or, I don't have millions of dollars in the bank, or blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, you've got enough as it is. All right? So the confidence is a big one. So because of this experience with women, and I was the virgin, bro, man. In high school, I was the orbiting beta. I was like, if you look at orbiting beta, it's probably a picture of me from 1994, in Oxford Dictionary. So I've been on both sides of the fence, man. Both sides of the fence. Like zero sex from women, zero that from women, to just, this is getting out of hand, out of control. Like, I gotta tone it back. Reality. If you know, you know. People have made documentaries about me and my sex life on YouTube. Okay, so this is why I have such conviction when I speak on these topics. So men are going more homosexual, increasingly so, because they just can't handle the rejection from women. And that can stem from being rejected from your mum. Your mum says something you don't like, and then you're trying to chase this validation from women through your teenage years, and your hormones are kicking in, your testosterone, you're sort of like a rabbit. And then you get this rejection from women, and you're thinking, fucking, you got this feeling for intimacy and connection, and then you get it from your bros, and then you get into sport. Maybe you start doing rugby or BJJ, and you're on the mat wrestling with the bros, and, getting hot and sweaty that way. And that's fine if you're into that. And then, you just feel that brotherhood, less rejection than with women. Like, the average guy, I can walk down the street, hot as fuck girlfriends, but I can walk by myself down the street and approach 100 women, 20 of which, and I can say the exact same thing, same posture, same smell, all the variables are the same for me, same energy, and I'll get maybe 20 positive responses, and probably 80% will be like, treat me like I'm a fucking rapist. You know what I mean? And I've seen this with many guys as well. You see it in the videos where a good-looking bro, a guy who could be a model in his 20s, whatever, charismatic, And chicks are just like, fuck off rapists, fuck off rapists, fuck off rapists. And all he's doing is like, hey, and she's like, fuck off rapists, you know? And now, obviously, if that guy went to rural Africa or rural Asia or rural India, the response would be totally fucking different. He would be absolutely swamped with high SMV chicks, undoubtedly. But this Western system with the dating apps and this Me Too stuff and all these things, all these fake claims and this weaponizing of essays and stuff like that, it's damaged a lot of young women and men out there, and it's full on, and it's just getting worse, man. It's like, and then men are starting to hate women are starting to hate men, and it's just this whole thing. But we both need each other to have a functioning society, optimum society. So understanding the masculine and the feminine differences, and how the women like masculine because it's confidence, direction. You become her shelter when she's storming in her head. A woman's worst enemy is herself. The feminine's worst enemy is herself. There's nobody on the planet who can damage us, but the feminine part of us more than ourselves. There's no one out there. There's absolutely no one out there, and you see it all the time. You see, what society deems as good-looking young women. Fucking look. This is Megan Fox, an example. They start injecting their face with all this fucking baboon ass lip shit. You know what I mean? But what the fuck? You looked so good, so natural, so innocent, so pure, high market value, and then you want to do a Michael Jackson streetwalker thing going on there with the face, baboon ass lips. And if that's what you're into, okay, but don't think that's a good look, in my opinion. Not what I know. So never underestimate a woman's or the feminine's ability to destroy their life. Bad choices, get involved with the wrong crowd. I see it all the time. Girls get involved with meth and cocaine and shit and ecstasy, and their looks just get trashed in a summer of parties, man. Staying up late, and it's just like, damn, you had such a glow, and now it's gone. It's gone. And that really, a man has to... Now, I don't make these rules. I don't make these rules. These are social rules, and everyone really agrees with them off camera. But you can't really talk about this stuff these days because people are like, But anyway, I care about helping. I don't care about people's opinions as much as I care about helping people. A woman, she's peaking in those youthful years. Marketing says so. Women even admit that. And so what do women do? All right? They fucking inject their looks away. So what the fuck? Like, a woman's job is to preserve her youth and sunshine and innocence. A man's job is to make himself into something. Right? A man's value increases more he can provide for a woman. The more you can provide for a woman, the higher your value in a woman's eyes. Because women only care about two things. Women don't really care if you care about them. They don't care about that. They care about how you make them feel. That's number one. How you make a woman feel consistently is number one, what women care about. And two, what can you provide me? Okay, you make me feel good, but do we have a place to stay tonight? You make me feel good, but what are we eating? You make me feel good, but who's going to provide for the kids? You make me feel good, but who's going to put clothes on my back? Things like that. So women don't really care if you care about them. Because you could be the guy, I'm a burger baby, I care about you so much, But the woman's creeped out by you because you see her as a wife or girlfriend material, but she's fucked so many bros that she was hot for, and every single one of those bros is like, nah, this is just a weekend, baby. When she was pining for a relationship from these bros, because generally if a woman's sober and she fucks a guy, she's thinking long term, right? She's sober, okay? If she's sober. And so she runs through these bros who all just see her as a hookup, nothing more than that. And so mentally she's like, okay, the guys I respect don't value me as a girlfriend. Okay. And she keeps ingraining every fucking right swipe or every hookup she ingrains in herself. The guys I rate the most, the fuck boys, they don't rate me as a girlfriend. I'm not girlfriend material. And that's what a woman believes, because that's the male, her masculine energies coming in is saying you're only good for sex, nothing else. So then when she meets a nice guy, who's, wow, she's girlfriend material, she's wife material, whatever, she is fucking creeped the fuck out. Like instantly, cold hard creeped out. She's like, hang on, you think I'm wife material? You think I'm girlfriend material? No, you're fucked. Because the guys I respected, the guys I fucked, didn't think that. I wouldn't fuck you. I definitely wouldn't fuck you now because, that's how it works. So the more guys a girl's been ran through, the more she thinks that of herself, and the more her relationships in the future just get fucking fucked up. That's why you see, like, I remember back in the day, I was like, you see on the news some dude's bashed his wife or whatever, or some celebrity or whatever, or you see it in your local community, and then next day they're back together. And you're thinking, well, why the fuck, like, is that girl, with that bro again? Because he makes her feel the best. Of all the options she's got, she sticks with him because he makes her feel the best. Despite all the punching and stuff like that, domestic violence, whatever. Like, women stay with bros who end up killing them. So never underestimate. And obviously, no one goes from, like, nice, safe person to, like, psycho in a split second. These patterns take over time, and they're easy to spot. But women will brush that aside because, like, oh, he'll change, or this is all I'm worth, or this is all the other guys I've banged just treat me like that. So that's who I am. So that is why I tell young men, if you're I was talking to a lad last night, like, don't wait. If you're a young bro, if your experience level's, minimal or less, or not advanced, if you're not advanced with women, if you don't have a stupidly high body count that you can't even remember, then dealing with women who are raised in a Western system, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze, man? I'm going to tell you, it's going to be 1,000,000% better off going straight to Africa, India, Asia, and get a girl who's born there, who hasn't become westernized and doesn't want to become westernized, which they will do in the end anyway, but who's still pure, right? Who doesn't even know what a fuckboy really is, who's never been on a dating app, who hasn't been pumped and dumped enough times where she doesn't value herself. And then when you value her, she gets the ick. She gets the, you're creepy. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. You can be, I've done this experiment fucking so many times with women. Tell them so much good things about themselves, and the conversation's going great, and then it's just boom, ghosted, or they complain about me, or this guy's being creepy or whatever. You know what I mean? That's how fucked up they've let themselves become from getting ran through by bros, who I just don't give a fuck about them. Because again, the women fuck guys they respect. Okay, remember that, guys. As a man, we can have sex with a woman we don't respect because it's the horniness, it's the male spread the seed thing. Okay, but a woman who's sober, she can only fuck a guy she has respect for. Okay, so now she's banging these bros she has respect for, but they don't have respect for her. Then she starts to believe that, and then when you finally do have respect for her, she don't respect you because she's like, well, the majority says I'm fucked up. You say I'm not. Ick, you're creepy. Fuck off, rapist. That's how it is. So that's why, guys, just do not waste your time with Western women, because there's some fantastic ones out there. There is, but you're going to waste so much time. And if you're a young bro in your 20s, that time could be spent building wealth, fitness, experiences, etc. So I would just, you got a lot of guys end up, the MGTOW, the red pill community, whatever, they end up hating women because they invest in the wrong women. And they think all women are like that. And yes, all women are like that to some degree, but there's nuances there, okay? You got to go where you're valued, men. You got to go where you're valued. These Western women on the dating apps, they're getting compliments every day, Instagram, they're getting flooded with attention, which is fine. This is what it is. But it creates this delusion or self-hatred because of what I said. The guys I respect don't respect them, then the girl's like, and then you respect her, she's like, and then you're like, hang on, I'm being a nice guy, she hates me now, she ghosts me or whatever. The fuck's going on there? And then you start to go, well, maybe I'll go hang at the sauna with my bros, my budgie smugglers. And if you're into that, you're into that. But just saying, guys, do not judge women based on the Western model of women out there that's destroying women. The dating apps keep girls getting ran through. It's It's crazy out there. So that's why a lot of guys end up just being fuckboys or players, because thinking, if that's another thing as well. It's like, why would you have a girlfriend? You're paying money to provide for or to accommodate or whatever. Why? This is what the question a lot of guys ask. Why would you do that? Why would you invest in one woman and deal with all her shit, all her stuff, all her past, all that fucking fuckery? Why would you do that when you can learn game and have a different chick fucking in the morning and the evening, fucking 7 days a week? All right. Why would you? And that's what a lot of guys, I've even asked myself that question. I got a different girl coming in the morning, in the evening, 7 days a fucking week. So I've lived that lifestyle just so I could say it and do it and feel it. And then you start thinking, man, these chicks are on their best fucking behavior. The sex, the oral, everything's fucking game on. There's no delays in the text. She's like, boom, calling back. It's just absolute perfection. And obviously, you know, as a woman gets to know you, your moods will come out and stuff like that, and the vibe can come and go. But that, you know, that sort of honeymoon period, the girl's best behavior. So why would you trade that for just one girl with the ups and downs? Why would you? You know what I mean? For me, why I would trade that is because I prefer having that teamwork. I prefer having, you know, women in my life that I really fucking enjoy being around, even if I'm not horny, okay? Because we have the common interests, we have the common visions, we're on the same path marching along. So that's why I also recommend guys don't do nofap. Because nofap will turn you into a horny beast and just be thinking more of your dick and you'll be wasting time. And there's a time and place in that can be fun, but generally if you're trying to make something of yourself, guys, I would recommend wake up, clean the pipes, and that will just push down your interest, lower your sex horniness towards women, so we get wasted chasing the wrong chicks, etc. Because you always lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money and career and stuff like that. You won't, all right? You won't. As long as you've got some game as well and confidence. Because there's plenty of guys out there with a lot of cash and a place for women to stay, but their game is shit because their confidence is so fucking low, okay? They rely on alcohol, they rely on fucking stimulants or whatever to have some charisma, and eventually the chicks go, it's boring. So, but again, anyway, these are just facts I wish I knew back in the day, because I took a lot of rejection personally. And here's another thing while we're at it, on rejection. The main reason I have such success with women, all right, is I do not fear rejection. I understand. Sometimes I don't like rejection. It's sort of, rejection can start to trigger obsession a bit. So be careful there. But I don't fear it. I understand rejection is just part of the game. Rejection is just part of life. All right? So if you live your life because you fear rejection. Like, so many people want to be an influencer on social media, but they're worried about what people might say about them. Oh, I don't know enough yet. And who am I just to speak on camera on my opinion? It's just, So this rejection thing we're all confronted by. But I have such success with women, I can talk to any woman on the street. Anyone. You put to the dead dude, I talk to her for 5 minutes. Well, I mean, that's a hard one because people don't want to talk to you. They're going to rush, go to talk, they've got kids, whatever. But hypothetically, I would have no qualms talking to any woman. Right? There's not a single woman out there who intimidates me or whatever, or frees up or whatever. Just boom. That's the level, because I don't fear the rejection. I understand it's part of the game. Not everyone's into us. We're not into everyone. That's cool, okay? But a lot of guys can't handle the cold shoulder. They'll come up with this, I'm going to approach that girl, I fancy you, and they'll walk up and hey, how you going? They'll be Mr. Nice Guy. She's just like, fucking rapist. Just walks off, She might not say rapist, but the look, he'll be like, I feel like a rapist. Oh, I'm innocent, I didn't touch it. And so guys do that once, and they're just fucking shot down in fucking, shot down in flames, man. And then they're like, yeah, fuck you, that wasn't interested in you. And then it's like, that's the wrong. It's okay for people to reject us, okay? But if we're going to reject people, let's just be civil about it. And, I'm a bit busy. Oh, thanks anyway. See ya. Things like that. But anyway, this is the deal. So if you fear rejection, you're fucked. You are absolutely fucked, guys. So I'd recommend go straight to the source. The best women in the world, if you're looking for relationships, The best women in the world. They live in the Philippines. They live in China. They live in Thailand, Indonesia, Asian countries. Asian countries. Next up would be India, Bangladesh, and the Africas. Okay, this is where the top tier women live. Now there is top tier women in Australia and the US and Europe, etc., but they're fucking far and few between, and they've been ran through, or they're just emotionally ran through as well. Okay, all the offers they get on the Instagram or on the street or whatever. Like, how many? Like, look at all my girlfriends over the years. Like, especially was blow up of social media in the last few years. So Natasha, like, how many DMs and just, you know, on the street, how many approaches does a girl like that get? It's fucking astronomical. So imagine if you're, guys, this is where guys can't even relate. The average girl out there gets so much attention, especially if she's on social media and she's got a bit of following and posts a few bikini pics. The inbox is just doom, 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 doom. All right. On the street, she's getting looks fucking every fucking second. So guys, put yourself in the shoes of women, an attractive young woman, high SMV, and imagine what it feels like to walk down the street and pretty much every girl wants to fuck you. That's the reality. Imagine that, walking down the street and 99.9% of women want to fuck you, even if they're straight or not. They look at you like, and you can feel that vibe. Imagine that as a guy. Your head would fucking blow off, you know? So this is how you got to relate to women. They're getting so many offers. They're like, well, what's your offer? Yeah, what's your offer? How do you make me feel? What you can provide me? So there you go. So that's when you go to countries where you are valued more, then that's where life is a lot better quality. You know, like this blue Specialized hat, for me it's worth $20. But on a hot fucking sunny day in the desert, I'd pay a few $100s for this hat, wouldn't I? You know, just to keep the sun off my fucking nose and the lights out of my eyes. This is a better analogy. Bottle of water. All right? A bottle of fucking water. You give me a bottle of water now, I'd be like, oh, thanks. Bottle of water, cool. Give me a bottle of water in a fucking marathon or fucking on the plane, or just when I've ran out of water, I'll pay you fucking $15 for it. Okay? Bottle of water. People are like, it's on the fucking ground, we don't care about it. And here we go. You walk down the park, you see a bottle of water unopened on the park bench. Now someone left their bottle of water there. They don't even fucking acknowledge it. Bottle of water at the supermarket, a couple of bucks. Bottle of water at a nightclub, $10, $15 or whatever. On the plane or whatever, you know? The value keeps going up. It's the same fucking bottle of water. It's a different place. So go where you're valued, okay? Why would you sit in a park bench and people just walk past, yeah, bottle of water, you know? Go where your valued grows, all right? And girls as well. This video goes for women as well. So many women hang out with the bros who only value their pussy and nothing else. They don't value anything else about it other than her pussy. And so these women wonder why. And obviously biology, evolution, whatever you want to believe in, is bringing that lust for us to come together. Sex happens and then babies happen, right? So there's that physical attraction, that chemistry that biology wants us to come together, unite, pump, and then pop out the babies. For sure, that's the factor. But we live in beyond that now. We don't need to have any more humans on the planet. I mean, I could be wrong. That's another topic about, I know, what country do you live in? In Australia, the housing crisis is fucking real. The cost of living for the average person, man, is fucking crazy. And someone like me who has cash and assets and real estate and doesn't have to worry about that, my ranking in women's eyes now is like fucking boom, top tier God level. Because if you can provide free rent for a woman in today's climate in Australia, then fuck you, your points go fucking ranking up. Okay. So men have to become something for women, and women just have to preserve their youthful innocence and sunshine and positive vibes. Isn't that crazy? Women just have to show up. Men have to build, create, and be. Women just have to preserve what they've got, stay slim, stay feminine, look okay in a summer dress. They don't have to do any fucking facial surgeries and none of that shit, man. None of that stuff. But they believe they have to, because the fuckboy that they fucked, his ex had the injections. She's like, well, I want to be like her. It's fucked. It's crazy. Anyway, the video's here to help. It's off tangent, it's off cuff, but that's what we do here. We talk about the real shit. It's a crazy situation out there. So guys, just stop going to nightclubs, stop the dating apps, stop all that stuff, and go straight to source. Okay, go straight to where the purity, the head of the stream. You know, the purest water is at the source. Okay, don't be dipping your bottle of water in the fucking polluted waters of Bumble and Tinder and fucking dating apps and nightclubs and Instagram and Facebook shit. You know, like, that's the polluted water. You're likely to get poisoned. Okay, women as well. Go to the source, guys. Go to the source where it's pure. You know, go straight to the source where there's less fuckery. You have a better quality of life. Because damaged people just want to damage others, and hurt people want to hurt others. It's a reality out there, so beware of that one. But yeah, just be yourself. Aim to do nice things in the world, and aim to give and provide. Giving is living. Simple as that. Anyway, that's the wrap. Go to the source, guys. Stop hating on women because you picked the wrong ones, and women, stop hating on men because you picked the wrong ones. And a lot of this is revolved around lust. And lust is definitely a very, very important part of a relationship. You want to have some lust there, but we also want to focus on emotional lust and how does this person really feel about me versus this is what women really got to change up as well. Is like, does this guy really care about me? Women don't care about that enough. No, this guy makes me feel so good. He's saying all the right things. This fuckboy vibe, bro. You know? And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I guess another thing, guys, is I do say stay off the dating apps, but I would say talking to thousands of women like I have on these apps and in real life, I think is a good thing to do. So if you're going to do the dating apps, don't do that dating apps because you're looking for a girlfriend, because good luck for the previous reasons mentioned. But the dating apps are fantastic to have as many conversations with women as you want. And yes, this is time intensive, but eventually your game becomes so good when you see a girl you really want to invest in, you can move in swiftly and sweep her up. Okay. But even then you can still make some mistakes. Mistakes will always be made. Okay. Mistakes will always be made, but by having the experience talking to women without the emotional investment of disappointment and rejection, go in there to go, I'm going to get rejected today, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. I'm just here to give and learn. That's the way to go. If you go in there like, I want to get pussy now and she doesn't like me, fucking blah, 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 then you're fucked. You're fucking screwed. Go in there in life, wake up every day in life and go, I'm going to give today. I'm going to learn. I'm going to give. I'm going to be better. Rejection's going to happen. Cool. Not everyone loves me. A lot of people don't even love themselves. All good. All right. Rejection is part of the game of life. We have our moods. You know, maybe someone sees me in the street and I'm thinking about something, you know, something's going on, and they're like, hey, Durianrider. I'm like, hey, man, what's up? And I keep walking. They're like, oh, I've already talked to people. You know, maybe I'm just in something, you know. So it's not that I'm rejecting someone, it's just in the wrong place, wrong time. So understand that, right? Avoid feeling that rejection because often there's other things going on. If someone consistently rejects us, then yeah, we know the deal. But even in a relationship, guys, with their woman's mood, a guy can feel very, very rejected. Very, very rejected. But it's just the woman being the woman. So you've got to understand the differences there. Where it's consistent rejection because we're not making her feel good, she's losing attraction, blah, 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 versus just a random rejection. She's just shit testing or she doesn't know what the fuck's going on because it's, you know, hormone fluctuations, undercarb, whatever, dehydrated. Looked in the mirror, didn't like what she saw. Took a selfie, didn't like what she saw. Sees you, fuck you, I hate you. You know, it's just like, that's okay. It's just part of the game. Avoid feeling rejection. Otherwise, you end up rejecting yourself.